Okay, so this is the 433 megahertz relay kit. So this one is 12 volts operated, and the input power is clearly marked plus and minus. So the default is that A is on, B is off. A, B. But actually what we want is momentarily. So we want to do A momentarily, so I have to set it. So there's a selection here, the 3 pins. If we remove the jumper, we can just use A as the toggle switch momentarily. So this is what I use to open and close the garage. In the back, on the other side, they have the relay output. So if we push A, it will close and open. And the connection is on and ground. So the connection is on and ground. So these 2 pins over here. One of them is NC, which is no connect. Okay, so now it's time for us to wiring the remote to put inside the car and to use a momentarily button to control it, okay, to turn on and off. So we need 2 wires. You use a speaker wires the best. This is a positive right here. So we put this one to 12 volts, and this one is V minus, so which is the negative for the 12 volt. So plus go here, negative go here for the speaker wire, 12 volts. Now we need the button. So you get the 2 wires. So this is button A. So these 2s are open. When we push a button, it will short. So we take these 2 wires out, and also these 2 wires will connect to the switch that we're going to use in the car. So these 2 right here, the 12 volts, have to be connected to the ignition on, not constant, because we don't want the people to go into the car, break into our car, and when we park at home and push a button to open the garage. So they have to have the key to turn on the ignition for it to work. So that's the security of it. Okay? So again, 12 volts connected to the accessory or the ignition on in the car. These 2. This button right here, we use A, because we configure A as the momentarily button. So these 2 will go to our switch in the car. So we can play the switch anywhere we like. And every time we push a button, the garage will open or close. So this is a button. They have 2 wires. There's 2 ways you can do it. If you have a plug near this, you can plug it in and then put it behind here, okay? Or if you trace the wire all the way, the motor, and you will see there's two, if you short the two wires together, and it opens the garage. So those are the two wires you're gonna put in, all right? If you don't want to climb up to the motor and put a wire there, you can open this up. Two Phillips screws. In the back here, there's two wires. Now you can get the speaker wires and put it in here and run it outside. This is the garage door opener. These two wires over here, when you short them, they will open or close the garage. So these two wires will go to the relay. Okay, so now we take the box and we put the 12 volts connected to 12 volts power supply, and then the relay output we connect it to these two over here, and then we just test it to see if this is gonna work, okay? So now we know the button A is working momentarily to turn it on and off. So now we need to take this one and install it into the car using the ignition on. So they cannot go into the car and turn it on with a button that we're gonna make.